Welcome to another edition of the Stretcher. And as you can tell, I'm at that remote location, and this time at least I have the sunroof open and we don't have that miserable snowy weather. In fact, we have great sunshine, so hopefully I'm bringing some sunshine your way as well as we introduce some dexterity exercises with the hand today to add to the repertoire of the stretcher routine. So far we've worked on some shoulders, we worked on the cervical region of the neck to try to eliminate some of that shoulder discomfort, and now we're going to work on some of that dexterity as well, which in tune impacts the shoulder and then impacts the neck as well, or should I say the neck impacts the shoulder and then the shoulder impacts the hand. But whatever you do with your hands has a direct correlation to that shoulder and also that neck. So I'm your host, Jesse Sawyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, silver sneaker flex instructor. You can find out more about me by visiting my website at www.jessesawyer.com. So hopefully you all just go out there, visit that website, or just go Functified Maniacs worldwide across the globe, silver sneaker members, new members, YouTube subscribers, and those Facebook live streamers. So just go and subscribe to my YouTube channel or go and follow me on Facebook as well, or you can just go to Google and leave me a review. That even helps out better yet. So if you're enjoying this, leave some comments, go out to those locations and leave some comments. Please give me those 5 stars, but if not, then that's okay as well. I just hope that we're making a difference, or at least I'm making some form of difference in your day and whenever you deem time to watch this video. So again, I'm your host, and before we get started, there's a few things that I need to cover with each one of you in order to be safe, secure, and active before going like chicka chicka, you know who's back, style and profile, wheeling, dealing, shaking, baking, moving, grooving. I don't got camouflage. Well, I do. You can't see it. So hey, we're just gonna move past that part. It's 5 things. If you have any lightheadedness, dizziness, discomfort, pain, or fatigue doing any of these exercises, especially in the hands, dexterity, any type of numbness, hit the pause button, come back a little bit later. The other thing is we want to go over the Stretcher 5, and that is number 1, that virtual liability. You should always contact your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise with me, you assume all dangers, hazards, risks of such participation. Exercises demonstrated by the instructor on this online class can be demanding. If unable to safely perform these exercises, please modify them or choose a different set of exercises. Number 2, remember, I can't see you. Now, I'm wearing glasses again today because, gosh, I've been having difficulty with some of my contacts, and they've been really impacting and affecting my right eye when I wear them. So you get the glass version today. So that's so I can see you. You can tell when you're aging, when your eyes get too dry, that you can't wear your contacts anymore. So I'm joining all of you, and hopefully you're joining me in that process as well, because it is intrinsic. No matter what you do extrinsically, there's going to be parts of your body that do fail you over time, and it's universal and it's cumulative. It's all part of the aging process, but we want to stay functional as well. So remember, I can't see you, I can't hear you, so please pay attention to your form and your mechanics throughout. If you are in a seat, or if you are standing, or if you're driving like me, pull over to the side of the road and do these exercises from the side of the road. You can easily do these, especially if you're a truck driver or you're just like a professional driver like myself and you drive every place you go. If you're doing that, again, pull over to the side of the road and prepare yourself to do some of these exercises nice and thoroughly, and then mirror exactly what I'm doing throughout the process. So again, pull over the side of the road. I can't see you, I can't hear you. Pay attention to your form, pay attention to mechanics. Tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone. It's the same thing. Chest is out, shoulders are up, back and down. You still want good, nice posture and elongation in that spine, and you want to try to get those ears over those shoulders as well. So again, I'm in my car, so I'm using my steering wheel as my tripod to hold my camera up here so that I can do this with you. So it might not look straight up, but I am trying to sit up as straight as I can. And there goes a bird. You saw the bird? There it is. And we're not going to do no bird exercises today. Another thing is anchor those feet. Toes over knees, knees over hips, hips over shoulders, chest out again. Shoulders up, back and down. Relax those shoulders. We're not going to be focused on those shoulders. We're going to be focusing on those hands. So you want to make sure that those elbows come into that rib cage and you relax those shoulders along with that neck. The other thing is 3, make sure you're breathing throughout this process. You want to make sure you breathe, inhale, exhale. 4, pay attention that rate of perceived exertion is a 1 through 3 scale, okay, not the 10 scale, 1 through 3. 1, you're relaxed, you're confident, you're ready to go, you're in a nice good upright position, you got good mechanical posture, you're nice and good elongated, tucking the belly, tucking the tailbone. You get to that 2 where, you know, you're feeling good, even better. You're reaching a little bit more. You're working those hands with that dexterity today. You're breathing at a greater capacity. The heart rate has leveled out. Blood pressure is really good. If you get to that 3, it means you're overstretching, you're overexerting, you're fatigued, you're out of breath. We don't want any of that, and we don't definitely want you to feel any pain, discomfort in the hand or any type of numbness as well as we go through these dexterity exercises. So, and then we get to number 5 is the hydration. So you want to make sure that you do hydrate. So please hydrate throughout this process. So here we go. We're going to start off with some simple, what would I say, opposition exercise. So I'm going to get my left hand and I'm going to put it up right here so that you can see it. It's going to be right to the side of me in my vehicle, and I'm going to just lift those hands up. And now I'm going to just do opposition, trying to keep my hand in that camera. And I'm just going to walk those fingers through opposition through. So now you're going to take that middle finger, you're going to take that ring finger, you're going to take that pinky, and you're just coming down and you're squeezing onto that thumb, and you're just walking them back and through. So then you can isolate these exercises as you do this opposition. Again, this is a good exercise just to maintain dexterity in those fingers, but you're also maintaining dexterity in that wrist as well. And again, I'm not trying to lose and leave the screen. I'm just trying to walk through those fingers, and I'm squeezing each and every time. My hand just kind of wants to guide off the screen at times. So again, we can do a little more static. And when I say it's static, what we're doing right now is active. This would be more static, where I'm taking that pinky and I'm taking that thumb and I'm just kind of squeezing as hard as I can, but I'm still breathing and I'm still maintaining good posture. And as you can see, that ring finger wants to try to connect as well. And that just goes to show you some maybe deficits I have, some past previous injuries I might have had. I've broken this hand in the past right here, back in high school, punching a wall. Don't try that at home. But that guy made that half court shot, so I had to do it. And then you're going to just take that ring finger and squeeze. So again, you're just holding that in a static position. So that thumb is doing a lot of work right now, okay? So as that thumb is doing a lot of work, you want to make sure that you have that elbow tucked into that rib cage, because you want to try to take the pressure off the shoulder as I am squeezing and I'm making that O circle. And again, this is more of a static hold right now. And then I go into the middle finger, same thing. Holding it, and you can see I can move this finger here, and I'm holding it, and then I'm going to that pointer finger, and I'm making that, you know, okay sign, right? You're making that big 0 okay sign, and you're just kind of holding it there like that. So you can do your hands like that. You can curl them up. You can keep them straight out like this, if you want to. But the main purpose of this exercise is the opposition. Now this was the left side. I showed you some active, and now I'm demonstrating the static activity where you're just kind of holding that, but I also can feel inside that palm, inside the internal part of that thumb, I'm feeling that discomfort, and I'm just going to shake it off, and then I'm going to move to the other side. So I'm going to get my right hand over here so you can see it in this screen, and then I'm going to walk those fingers through as well. So right side is just walking through. Again, you're just kind of working on that opposition. This is more active as you just move those fingers through an active process of doing opposition. So each week we will add different levels of activity to these stretcher routines. Right now we're just focusing on where we're working on that opposition, and you're just kind of squeezing. How's that wrist feel? How's that forearm as you are really just anchoring that elbow into the rib cage, and your hand again becomes really that anchor of doing everything, and you're just kind of squeezing through actively through each one of these fingers as you go. Pinky, ring, middle, pointer. Pointer, middle, ring, pinky. Pinky, ring, middle, pointer, and then go back pointer, middle, ring, pinky, and now I'm going to just go into a static hold. So this is my static hold. Difference is, active is you're actively moving those fingers. Static, you're holding for 20 seconds up to 2 minutes in length for the entirety of the exercise routine. So you could do, in theory, 6 different sets of a static hold at 20 seconds, or you could just do one entire hold for 20 seconds and hold it statically with squeezing those. So you want to engage those fingers. So it's not just relaxing them here. I'm actually squeezing them together like I have something in between those two fingers. So I'm prying it together like a vice grip, all right? Or a pliers. I'm squeezing. Or I'm squeezing the lemon out of a lemon. Or I'm squeezing a balloon or holding onto a pencil. So you want to work on that dexterity, and you want to make sure that you are getting that squeeze on. So that was probably more than 20 seconds. And then we're going to go to that middle finger and do the same thing. But as you squeeze, you're going to feel this thumb right through here in this palm region. You're going to feel the discomfort. You're going to feel maybe some greater sensation. And if you have your hands straight on out like this, which you can't see, but if I extend them, then you're going to feel more pressure in that shoulder. That's why I'm resting that elbow right now into that rib cage, and I'm just kind of really getting a nice good squeeze of that. And then I'm going to take that ring finger, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just squeezing, and I'm holding, and I'm going through that motion. So again, this is opposition. It's a great exercise to work on hand dexterity and take away some discomfort from that shoulder and improve range of motion of those fingers. And also it helps with circulation. So if you have circulation issues, you have carpal tunnel, you might be diabetic, there are activities like this that you can do. Now if you're at home and you have an injury, what you can do is you can press these fingers. If you can't connect neurologically these fingers together like this, you can press on your leg. So you can take that pointer finger and just press onto your thigh, or you can press that thumb into the thigh, and you're really just trying to mimic that same sensation. And then I drop it, I shake it off, and then I'm going to take both of them up here, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So instead of unilaterally, I'm going to do them bilaterally, and then that's going to be our session for today. It's going to be all opposition, and then I'm going to send you on your way. You can get back in that car, or you can type on that keyboard, or you can get those Twitter fingers out there, and you can start texting people as well. So both hands are up now, bilateral, and I'm just going to walk those hands through that motion. And again, if you can't walk your hands through this motion at home, what I'd like you to do is use your thighs or use your chest and press on to those parts of your body to squeeze through it. As you can see, I'm trying to be symmetrical as I go down. So it's going to be that pointer, it's going to be that middle, it's going to be that ring, it's going to be that pinky. Pinky, ring, middle, pointer. Pointer, middle, ring, pinky. You got it? And then just walk them through. So then you can change your pace. You can move slow. You can even close your eyes and work on somatosensory as I call out exactly where you want to go. I can say pinky to thumb. I can say then middle finger to thumb, pointer to thumb, ring finger to thumb, pointer to thumb, middle to thumb, pinky to thumb, ring, pointer, middle, pinky, ring, pointer, middle. Are you following along? And you can do all of that and really work on sensory as well, and kinesthetic awareness of doing these exercises. So again, it's opposition, and now I'm going to shake them off because we're doing that bilaterally. I'm really feeling this in the palm region right here at my thumb. I'm not feeling this in the shoulder. We don't want to feel it in the shoulder. So if we're feeling it in the shoulder, that means that your posture, your positioning, the shoulder, you might have a undiagnosed shoulder injury, you might already have a shoulder injury. You might be having your neck tilted in the wrong way. You might have some form of pinched nerves. You might have some carpal tunnel injuries. You might be diabetic and you don't even know. So we don't want any numbness that's occurring. If you have some low level discomfort, that's natural because you're pressing and you're probably not used to doing types of pressing like this. Again, press on your thighs if you can't. So now I'm going to just be in a static hold. I'm going to just get my OKs up like this. You can put them like this. You can make them and circle them, but we're not going to circle. I'm just going to have my hands up like this, and I'm going to just do my OK to try to put them down here and keep them symmetrical for you as well. Again, a little more difficult. I'm in the car, and I can just see myself. So hopefully you're enjoying this. And again, I'm your host, Jesse Sawyer. Thanks for joining me for this first episode of the Dexterity. And you're just creating a nice OK symbol. And now we're going to go into that middle finger and we're going to hold it. Again, this is static. It's a static hold. And you can see the difference. I'm trying to really get those fingers up. And yeah, I don't know, right? That's just how my fingers go. So your fingers might go different directions as well as you're squeezing. The real key is to just squeeze here, but tuck in the belly, tuck in the tailbone, and then take that ring finger and get a nice good squeeze. And again, static is 20 seconds. So we want to hold that at least 20 seconds. And you have to breathe as you do that. How's that thumb feeling? Correct, right? The thumb right here. I'm feeling it. Yes, right in there. I'm feeling it even on the outside here a little bit, but more on that inside part. I'm feeling that thumb as I squeeze and then go shake them off. And then squeeze that pinky so that we can finish this off and get you on your way. So this should really help you. It's one of the areas that you can just really work on at home on your own. Again, we overutilize our wrists, we overutilize our fingers, we overutilize our shoulders throughout our days, throughout our journey of life, and then in the process, our neck gets overutilized as well. But more importantly, those shoulders lose the mobility because our hands sometimes can't do exactly what they need to do. So allow the hands to do some of this work as we go back one more time through statically holding so that you can take some pressure off of those shoulders. And again, anchor in, tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone, chest out, shoulders up, back and down, and that you are just holding this position. So you can do this, right? Soccer games, parents out there, grandparents, you can do this while you're in church, just take this and do this. I mean, it might be looking like you're directing the choir up there, but I'm not sure how much live stuff they're doing right now, but you can be like, hey, do all this, and then get them to do a different note, maybe sing a little higher, hit the high note, higher, or hit the low note, whatever you want to do. Again, I hope you're having fun. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will be bringing you another one. I'm not sure if it's going to be cervical. I'm not sure if it's going to be in regards to the shoulders, or if it will be another dexterity type of exercise, live and direct from the sunroof. And my time's up, my friends. So all of you, go in peace from that door to that door, from that sunroof to that front window. Peace, my friends. Have a great day.